What's up, folks? Welcome to another episode of Watching Paint Dry here on Another Letdown. My name is Zach from Another Letdown Media, and this is the show where we hang out long after we should have thought about going to bed on a Saturday night and work through the ridiculous backlog of miniatures that we've accumulated that need painting. There's an old adage that says if a miniatures painter ever runs out of projects to paint, he or she will die. So we're just trying to stave off death for as long as possible. And joining me on the line, as always, our resident monkey handler, my perennial painting partner, it's Rudy Gambit. Mike, how's it going?
It's going great. Glad to be here.
Me too. I'm glad to be painting at home where all my stuff is and not just like a little, Tupperware container full of paint that only fits maybe 8 colors. And I'm just desperately trying to mix things that are all red so it doesn't actually mix that well.
Yeah.
And working on the project that I started well over a month ago at this point. Yeah. So we have a spicy show, all kinds of nerd stuff to talk about tonight. Both of us are working on finishing up some errant projects that we started a while back. As with all the shows that we host here on the channel, we believe in civil rights for absolutely everyone and in being as inclusive as possible. So any comments or activity actively working against that goal are not welcome and will not be tolerated. Let's paint. That's the button right there. So I'm continuing work on Archangel, Onslaught, X-Men Adventures Onslaught Edition, and the Firefly that I started last week. I have now, we're back on a high definition camera, so I can actually show the work that I put into it. Actually looks pretty good. I'm very excited about the sort of safety yellow on his wings. I'll zoom in on the camera too so you can see what I'm doing. There he is. And then, of course, Archangel doesn't really need much, just a little bit dry brushing on the base, maybe a little bit more silver on the wings, or I guess metallic blue, and we'll ship him into the display case. What?
The done pile.
The done pile, yeah. And you're working on Doctor Strange.
Yep, I'm just finishing him up. So, last week.
Yes. Well, it was last week and then a while before that. RPD, before we get to that one last matchup, I do have something for Broody real quick because he absolutely needs to see it. So I just finished literally moments ago, before we went live, reading the Superman Spider-Man issue from DC and Marvel that came out this week. It is a banger. And Mike, you absolutely need to get your butt out to a comic book store and pick up this issue pronto before it sells out. If for no other reason, and I hope you're watching the capture here because...
I can be watching the capture.
Okay. Get on that real quick.
No, I have...
Oh, okay, you have it up.
Also.
Because this exists.
Oh, that's a nice shot.
It is Jim Lee Gambit art for the first time officially in ages, and the story it goes with is phenomenal, or rather the art of the story. It's a Tom King story featuring Lois Lane and Mary Jane. I don't like his writing very much, but Jim Lee's art completely makes up for it.
So why is Gambit there?
You'll have to read it and find out. And of course, I had to, because it's me, I had to get the J. Scott Campbell variant cover for this. But yeah, there's a great backup story in it featuring Jimmy Olsen and Carnage that is very appropriately titled Jimmy Con Carnage.
That seems like a very bad team up.
It's not a team up in any way, shape, or form. So yeah, big. My God, how did they pull this off? I'm so there for it from DC and Marvel, and we'll do it all again in a couple of months with Spider-Man, Superman. It's the second of the big crossovers that they did. They did Batman and Deadpool last year. I'm hoping
an odd combo.
Oh, it's a very odd combo, but it was a lot of fun. And the creatives that they got on this, the main story is Mark Waid and Jorge Jimenez. The backups, you've got you've got your Jim Lee drawing for Tom King. You've got Chris Priest and someone I don't recognize. Sean Gordon Murphy did a Superboy Spider-Man 2099 Batman Beyond triplet crossover. Matt Fraction and Nate Fairbairn, who did the Scott Pilgrim color versions, did the Jimmy Con Carnage. Jeff Lemire wrote a Jonathan Kent, Ben Parker story, which was fine. It was kind of niche, but it was good. And then Greg Rucka and Nicholas Scott did Daily Planet, Daily Bugle, which was like a political news bias examination. And then Gail Simone did a really weird, like, it was almost Harley's Little Black Book, but it was with Power Girl and Punisher. It was very strange. Very Gail Simone, but very strange. Very strange. Jordi Belair did the color on that one. Another of my favorite colorists. So yeah, this issue is genuinely phenomenal. I was overjoyed with it. I'm so glad I picked it up. So
that's awesome.
So yeah, that's my big one for you. Definitely get out and get that if you can. RPD, yes, indeed we did have, I believe, one more bad board game matchup to look at. Rap Rat versus Risque. Not the classy version of Risk, but not very much of a card game from 1970. I love it. That's hilarious. Boy, this dry brush paint is not working today. Oh, that's because it's not as wet as I expected it to be. That worked.
What is going on?
You and I are both struggling here.
No, I'm trying to get the stream up, but it's like all of the channel information is like blocking the video, so I can't actually see any of the video.
What? Is it your window size?
I mean, no. It's full screen.
That's weird. RPD, is Twitch being twitchy again?
It's like I can see the little thumbnail above the chat window, but like the main screen has like all the another letdown episode number, all that good stuff, and I can't get that to drop.
Weird.
Okay, there we go. That got it.
Oh, good.
I double-clicked in the screen to make it full screen, and then I went back to not full screen.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's for whatever reason. Yeah, that's just Twitch being twitchy. There's a tendency to do that. I'm like, oh, I have to do this by hand. My Thunderhawk Blue Citadel Dry is being uncooperative here. Best dry brush paints in the game, but when they decide to be uncooperative, they are heckin' uncooperative. I get it? I got it. Alright, we're good. I've literally been staring at this model for, since last week. Worked on it. Been on my workbench, and I'm like, all I need to do is dry brush this. I could do this right now. But then I've always decided I got something better to do. Speaking of the tournament, I expect we'll be getting trapped in the back of a Ritz box on Wednesday. Not on Wednesday. That's one of the days that I'm solo. And Scramble, as you're well aware, both of you actually, both you, RPD and Broody, are well aware, scrambling the Trapped in Arkham crew is not an easy feat. Speaking of Arkham, that's the other thing you and I need to have a chit chat about. I got my 2nd edition core box yesterday. Boy.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yikes. Oh, what are we doing for? Oh, because it's April Fool's Day, you're right. I think this year might just not be an April Fool's. I think that might be our April Fool's in itself. Like normally we have something, but because of the work schedule, I don't think it's going to happen this year.
April Fool's is also on a Wednesday.
Right. That's the joke RPD is making. He wanted us to scramble Trapped in Arkham for Trapped on the back of a Ritz box. Because there's a board game on the back of some Ritz Bits boxes. But I can't, like, I have to be close enough to my kids at bedtime right now. That's just one of those concessions we're gonna have to make. No April Fool, no pranking Broody on April Fool's Day this year. But yeah, so yeah, Arkham Second Edition, Arkham Card Game Second Edition looks suboptimal at best.
Yeah.
And it's a shame because I was looking forward to like, oh, well maybe I'll just get the story packs and use the old cards in the new story packs, and even those, they just look dumbed down. Like they don't look as challenging.
Yeah, they're definitely not designed for that. Like they're pretty much just designed for getting the new stuff, and not to mention, you have to get it's like the new encounter cards in order to play future stuff. So it's like you still have to get it regardless of if you wanted to just use the investigator cards from the old stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So it's frustrating. My old boss kind of no-choiced me into buying it because I'm sort of his barometer in terms of whether or not to get Arkham stuff, and I was like, yeah, okay, that's fine. I'm curious about Isabel Barnes. Like, I like her being part of it, but I also don't, because that's such a key part of Jenny's story.
Yeah, but they like killed Jenny off, so
I know, and I'm like, that's not okay.
Because she's one of the original 8, right?
She's one of the original 2.
Huh?
Richard told Alex and me that Jenny Barnes and Joe Diamond were the first 2 created for Arkham 1.0. And that's like, you don't, that's royalty. You don't kill that. And they dumbed Joey down to he is.
Yeah, he's just like the most basic of yellow investigators now.
Yeah. Incredibly basic, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is not right.
His original like hunch deck thing and all that other
so
stuff
cool.
was just a unique mechanic that.
And I understand saving him for a later expansion. You know, he's not an introductory character at that point, but like, they did him so well in the first edition. Like, now they're just doing him dirty. And to be fair, like, they kind of did Roland dirty in 1.0 as well, but as one of our favorite investigators from Arkham Proper Second Edition, but at least he was interesting, you know.
Yeah.
Joe Diamond is so vanilla in this, and I'm like, that hurts. That's my boy. Don't make me come down there, Fantasy Flight. I'll bring Joe Diamond Murderer with me. But I did secure my Gen Con flight today.
That's good.
Yep. So I will be heading there the Tuesday before and heading back the Monday after. I'm not sure if I'm going to bring... Because, like, I'm going straight from... Again, I'm going straight from Gen Con to family vacation. And I'm not sure... I might bring the remote streaming rig with me, and I might not. I'm definitely not...
Sorry. I would just say I probably wouldn't worry about it at that point in time. Well, depending on how much you're wanting to stream.
I kind of... I'm not leaning toward it. The only reason that I would bring it is if my niece wants to put her money where her mouth is and Killer Instinct, because she needs to. But I probably wouldn't try to bring painting stuff with me.
Yeah.
Or if I do, it'll be off-camera stuff. like the Chaos Dwarfs that I've got outstanding. But on the other hand, I am kind of glad about Arkham Second Edition because it means that we have complete products, you know, in First Edition that we can play in perpetuity.
Mm-hmm.
And there's something nice about that. They did release enough story content that it's essentially infinitely replayable. The permutations certainly, you know.
Yeah.
You're not starving for. All right, let's get a little white dry brush on there too. Just seal this up.
Okay. So I hit up Doctor Strange with some highlights on his cape and on his suit on the front.
Mm-hmm.
Dry brushed a bit over light gray over the concrete bits for some depth. Then you have, I think he's done, but you get the color shift paints on his portal bit.
I love color shift paint.
That looked really cool.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how well it's showing up on camera, but the way light goes. But anyway. Yeah, I think he overall is done.
Speaking of white, there we go. I can see what I'm doing. Hey, look at that. Oh, that actually shows up a lot better now. Imagine that. Turn a light on. Makes things better.
You need light.
Well, I always forget. So, I have these two big studio lights above me and on the green screen, but I always forget that there's one here too, under my camera, to light up my workspace. Because I never turn it. When I'm gaming, I never turn it on. There's no reason to. What am I putting a camera on my hands as a controller? No, nobody wants to see that. Come on. Is this it? Don't think so. Don't think so. Wait, hold on. Terminatus Stone. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, it's been a heck of a week though. Just some craziness around both schools. The oven at one of the schools blew up.
That's no good.
Essentially.
You need an oven.
Yeah, school lunches. Generally pretty important. But no, I guess it was it smelled like a gas leak, and then the oven was like, yeah, I'm retiring.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
What?
I'm spot highlighting with the Terminatus Stone over just the highest points on the rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Makes it look really cool. Makes it looks almost crystalline.
So I also have a new handle.
Oh yeah? Oh, that's the new Citadel one.
Yeah.
How's that working?
I don't know. This is the first time I've ever used it. First time I've ever used a handle, period. So.
Oh shit.
I'm trying to see how it works, or how it feels.
I like them for certain. If I'm batch painting, I don't care, you know. But for models that I'm genuinely trying to go all out, they're quite nice. I guess unique models is what I'm saying here. But it's gonna be interesting going to Gen Con this year with basically no money. Adam posted a thing today, or sent me a thing, or I don't know if I don't know where it came from, but I think he posted publicly that, like, anytime you've got savings, well, your car's gonna die, your house is gonna have problems, like,
Yep.
it's just inevitable. And this year has hit my family, not just Katie and me, but like my parents and stuff too, really, really bad.
Yeah, I
financially.
kind of had some similar stuff.
It's just been crazy.
I will say mine, at least. I mean, I was able to work through it pretty okay.
Yeah.
I had issues because like earlier I like pre-ordered something,
Mm-hmm.
and I thought that it's like when I made the pre-order and stuff, they charged my card and all the other good stuff.
Yep.
And then it didn't, and then all of a sudden, like, my radiator blew.
Yep.
I had to get that fixed, and so I did, and then all of a sudden the pre-order came through, which in and of itself wouldn't have been all that bad. It's just to hit, like, right at the time when
Mm-hmm.
the credit card for the car repair and everything was all at once, and that few extra $100 was not pleasant.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. That's almost exactly what happened to me. Like, the yeah, that's basically blow by blow. Like, I booked my flight to see my niece graduate in June, and then a bunch of stuff happened, and all my money's gone to other bills, and now I've got credit card debt that I didn't ask for. Not that I can't pay it off, it's minimal by comparison, but I was like, geez, that really throws a wrench in things. Like, I try to pay off my credit card religiously. Like,
Oh yeah, like I never try. I pay everything off every time.
I pay, yeah, every Monday I pay off my credit card. Like, that's been my routine. But now I suddenly can't do that, and I'm like, so I gotta wait like a little bit just to clear it out. I'm like, this is a nuisance. So I'm just
I was fortunate enough. I was able to like pay off like 2/3 of it, so I had to like let it go over. But the bill the second month, I was able to finish off what I had.
That's
and I just got my tax refund, which was like, oh, now I can refill some of my savings that I had to pull out and get everything all back situated.
I'm hoping that'll help us too. Like, unfortunately, we live in a world where a teacher and a pharmacist are still living paycheck to paycheck, and it's like,
that's like
madness.
everything, like everyone's case is.
Yeah, it shouldn't be that way, but here we are. But it's nice to like take a back seat when I go to like the retro game stores and stuff, and the comic book shop and whatever. Like, comics is easy because I have store credit, but like I can go to the other store where I don't have credit and just be like, oh, I can just look at cool stuff and enjoy it for that. So that's been cool. And I think we're going on Monday down to the retro game store again, and I don't feel compelled to buy anything right now, which is kind of nice. With my birthday coming up next week, and I'm not really asking for anything this year. I'm just like, maybe some time to myself, just like to go for a bike ride or something. Like, that'd be okay. Oh, and speaking of bike rides, I designed our team's new jersey.
Nice.
Which I can't wait to share with you guys. You caught it, RPD. We'll turn off the adulting for a minute. Oh wow, good stuff. Yeah, we can turn that off. There you go. Just one last thought on the subject, though, because it's a good one, RPD. My mom always tells me gratitude is the ultimate sort of neutralizer for that kind of stuff. I was thinking that the other day. I thought that'd be a good thing to say on stream. Because I am very grateful for my kids, my family, my home, this stuff. All things being equal, we got it pretty good around here, Rudy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just kind of punching up these wings just a little bit. This is where the Nolan oil took a little bit too much of a swing for the fences.
Brush is not wanting to stay together.
Tonight on First World... I can't do Jeremy Clarkson right now. Tonight on First World Problems. There we go. So I started reading one of the Sherlock... Well, I finished reading one of the Sherlock Holmes stories to one of my sets of 4th graders. And the other one we just started it this past week. And they are absolutely loving it so far, which is really cool. It's really hard to find a way to get modern kids to read classic literature. Turns out. But finding like vocabulary and stuff that was common in the late 1800s that is still used today somehow really resonated with them.
Like what the deuce?
No, more specifically like your goose is cooked. Which is of course now just you're cooked. And they were like, oh, of course that's where that comes from. Like that makes sense.
Well, what the deuce actually did come from a Sherlock Holmes, or was used in a Sherlock Holmes novel.
Yes, it was.
I always found that funny.
I know, right? That's a green purple, yeah. That came out fast.
What?
My color shift paint. It just like... I realize that color shift paint will give more wings. Even though, like, these are steel wings, but... Or adamantium, probably.
Yeah, I forget what... yeah.
Probably adamantium, but it's blue. I was like, oh, wait a minute. I have a blue-green color shift I could put on these that would make them really... Oh, that's cool. That's a neat effect. putting it over the existing metallic. Gives it the effect. Yeah, I like that a lot. I could probably use a bigger brush here, but whatever. That's really cool. It's almost like glitter paint. I hate glitter with a burning passion, but this is working for me.
I was gonna say most people after the age of like 7 hate glitter with a burning passion, but I get what you're saying.
Yep. Forgot to ask, who are you working on now?
Moved on to Spider-Woman.
Okay. Which Spider-Woman?
Jessica Drew,
Okay.
the real one.
Yep. J. Scott Campbell posted his art for the Marvel swimsuit issue.
They're still
I'm
doing
like-
that?
Yeah, apparently.
That's awesome. That
Yep.
was, yeah.
I'm not the kind of person who normally buys into that sort of thing, but it's J. Scott Campbell Spider-Man art. I'm like, well. Overall thoughts on the roster, RPD, for the tournament, the Bad Games tournament. I think he's got some really good ones. Hold on. Oh, sorry. I think he's got some really good choices in there. I think it makes sense. I'm interested to see where it goes. I love that it's not just a bunch of old schlock stuff. Just like a bunch of old trashy things. I like that he's got some like he's got What Do You Meme in there. Like, that game sucks. I would be lying if I said I didn't have it. But it's, it's a crap game that exists. And yes, the Holmes literature does use the word ejaculate a lot. However, I found that fourth and fifth graders don't usually yet know what that word means. And in context, they're old enough also to figure out the context there. It just means you say something quickly. There we go, that's better. Hate hair.
Why?
Hate every hair ever.
Yeah.
Because I want to do it all like individual strands, but you can't. I mean, you can, but you can't. It's so small. I've had a little bit of a brain wave here. I'm using a lighter color than I might ordinarily choose for this application. I'm hoping that resets it somewhat. The first tournament had a decent bit of old schlock in it because that's just still new to being board games guy, and the old timers who weren't Candyland got eliminated. Yeah. Now, how does he like determine elimination? Is it just fan vote or like what is it? Because I can see a lot of different ways to do it. Yeah, when I saw that one on the list, I was like, oh, I think that's probably the winner. YouTube commentary, post polls for each match, but the series trying a different format. All right, yeah, sure. I'm interested to see where that goes, really. Okay, I want to do a little bit more. This one. Yeah, sure, that's fine. Was it? Yeah. That's, sure, makes sense.
So I broke out a classic this week.
Classic board game?
Yep.
Which one?
Actually, this morning. So one of our Arkham players wasn't able to join us.
Mm-hmm.
So we pulled out, like they have recently discovered Spirit Island.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Why?
Because I love that game.
I know.
And I never get to play it because everybody just wants to play Arkham, and who could blame them?
So yeah, we got to play some Spirit Island. It's been a while. It's been several years since I've actually broken it out and gone to play it myself. But they're like just getting into it and learning a bunch of the new the spirits and stuff. And obviously, there's been some expansion since I last played it. I think Branch and Claw just released the last time I played it.
Yeah.
So we had fun with that today. I played the Panther.
Oh, nice.
One that I liked a lot when we played it at Gen Con.
Yep. Like, that game does not stick with me very well.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I get it, and I know what needs to be done. I'm just, like, it's just analysis paralysis, the game for me. Which kind of stinks, because I do love it. It is one of my favorite games. And, you know, in no small part of the fact that, you know, people I know and love are responsible for it. But yeah, I'm always frustrated that I can't do better at that game. Or I'm not more, I guess, with it.
So as the Panther god, I was running amok all over the island with my beasts.
Yep.
I ended the game with like over 25 beasts on the island, literally
sick.
infesting everywhere, and just destroying everything.
I love it.
The first major power I got when I was drawing was like it was like werewolves essentially, and so I was like turning the explorers into more beasts, and then just stealing them all, and then moving them, and then killing everything else.
I love it.
I was having a grand old time.
Yeah, as would be expected. So Adam and I noticed that Spider-Man Brand New Day comes out during Gen Con this year.
Really?
Yep.
That'll be exciting.
I really hope he can go this year, because I would love to watch a Spider-Man movie with, well, frankly, anybody other than my buddy John, but no. John's just like, I love him, but he's a perennial optimist, and nothing, like, Marvel can do no wrong.
Mm-hmm.
He has a tendency to, like, if I critique something, even as, the resident the resident I went to film school,
Yeah.
like, he immediately thinks that I hate it. And it's like, no, dude, I'm just identifying an area for improvement. Like, really not saying the movie's bad.
Nope, I completely get that. Because I don't like to turn off my brain. Like, everything that's on screen is there because the director wanted it to be there. Like, nothing happens by
or
chance.
Someone wanted it to be there.
Someone, yeah, not necessarily the director, but yeah, there's a lot of thought that goes into it, and like thinking critically as opposed to just turning off your brain.
Yeah,
and
there are certain movies that, like Pacific Rim, right? That's not designed to be a cinematic masterwork. It's designed to entertain, and that's okay.
Although with Guillermo del Toro, I still
very
expect
much
those movies to still be the entertaining, but there's still a lot of depth to it. Yeah, and there wasn't on Pacific Rim. That was one of my disappointments with it.
Yep, agreed.
As much as I still love the movie, but
oh my god, it's one of my favorites to just hang out and watch. I hope I own that movie. I can't remember. I'm probably like overdoing this, maybe like by a long shot, but so we put our seedlings or our seeds in today into the pre-garden pot things. I have no idea what my wife chose to grow this year.
Okay.
My wife is rather picky about veg. Like, I don't know. But I was responsible for holding baby while toddler and mama put things into pots. We also somehow took possession of my parents' yucca tree. No, not yucca tree. Got rid of the yucca. I don't know, some giant plant. That has been essentially unkillable in our family for decades. It's become kind of a family curse. And I muttered something about Rex Murphy when we put it in the car.
Nice.
Nobody understood it, but I did.
And that's all that matters.
That is all that matters. I also started my annual I'm bored 4th to 5th grade Let's Play RPG in class.
Okay.
by way of teaching like how to behave responsibly working on a collaborative document. And so I'm doing a story called the Curse of the Green Man, which Trevor and I wrote.
Yeah.
And the kids are, well, they're in the Dreamlands.
Nice.
I have one kid who's playing a crazy cat lady. I was like, oh,
Okay.
perfect. I'm going to send you to the Dreamlands and you're going to have a lot of fun. They immediately end up in Ulthar.
Understandable.
And another kid got a cat up his shirt. And he's allergic to them. Or his character is allergic to them. I'm thinking to myself, oh, wait till the cats start talking to you. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured, RPD. Balance of the three. I think I'm going to call Warren done. I'm just kind of derping at this point. I think I just need to call him. I'm pretty happy with it. I don't see too many glaring issues, if any at all. Gotta paint the base though. The base one. Now normally I'd go. Actually, I think I'm gonna go with. I don't want to give him a metallic base ring. That seems kind of gratuitous. So why is this oddly separated from the base? Do I need to putty that? I really don't want to. Okay. I think I have an idea. Wait a minute. Ooh. Yeah, let me use this. Barbarossa, yeah, that's one. This will work for this room color. Oh yeah, absolutely. I was looking back at some of the minis, the early Marvel Crisis Protocol minis that I did.
Yeah.
Where I was trying to go for like screen accurate almost. Like still comics accurate, but like I don't know. And like Luke Cage, for example, or Wolverine I did early on, both of those. And I notice so many things now that I would do differently. Like I was leaning so hard on the very like prescribed Citadel technique, and now I'm very, very much developing my own. You know, like the hard black lines and stuff that really make things a little more comics accurate. Not that I'd ever try to half-tone paint; that would be a nightmare. But Magical Christmas Land. infinite time. It would be interesting to try and half-tone paint a mini. I don't know how you do it. Certainly be an interesting thought experiment. I am also reading the Mega Man X comic from Udon Entertainment.
When'd that come out?
It's been coming out for a while. Well, I mean, 3 issues in, but 4 technically, because there was a one shot that preceded the series.
Mm-hmm.
It's exactly what you'd expect. It's just like a blow-by-blow narrated version of the video game, the first video game.
Okay.
And I'm like,
kind of like when, what was it, Dynamite had the Mega Man series?
Yes. But there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. It's enjoyable. The art's good. By good, I mean fun. Worth the $4 or whatever. Well, $4 in store credit or whatever that I'm paying for it. Should I have probably trade weighted it? Yeah. But I'm a sucker. I trade weight most things. Really, I'm only like the Marvel DC crossover stuff. I will for sure buy floppies because it won't be in trades. They're just like expanded floppy, or they're just like, you know, oversized issues.
Mm-hmm.
But like, yeah, it's light reading. Would recommend. You can find it. And they did like one shots for every Mega Man game, which is pretty cool.
Okay.
I don't think I got all of them. I think I missed Star Force, maybe. All right. Okay, Warren, get out of here. You're done. Your base is not my best work, but I don't hate it. Looks comics accurate. I'm happy with it. Happy enough. Here's Archangel. Oh, hey, Blink. Yeah, it is kombucha time. This is the last of the Mad Professor's mushrooms for a little bit. He is so allegedly Scooby-Wan Kenobi is being passed to me, and Tommy's going to teach me how to take care of it. So I should be able to chat should be able to come up with kombucha flavors for me, which will be that'll be interesting. Broody, you can exact your revenge.
What?
For any nonsense or headache I might have caused you at some point.
Oh, what? Naming your flavors?
Yeah, picking the fruit and stuff that I put in. This is, I mean, to be fair, this is jalapeno cucumber, so, and it's extremely good. It's one of the best batches Tommy and I have made. It's a shame that most of our best batches came during the hiatus. We did an apple ginger that was, and our orange was amazing. All right, so I decided with Firefly, I need to punch up some of these dull bits. The wings are fine, but it's... I don't know. I don't know. I found this... it's actually a TT Combat paint that I have not opened called Tin Gubbins. But I found the equivalent with the Green Stuff World Metallics that I do like a little bit better. So I'm going with dark bronze. Let's see how this pans out. Yeah, I like that actually a lot. So once again, I find myself delaying my start on Echoes of Wisdom in favor of Hades 2.
Mm-hmm.
Just every time I'm like, oh man, I'm at a good stopping point, it drags me back in. Which is frustrating. I love it.
Yeah.
But it's like the goals are either achievable or just barely out of reach but if I play a little bit longer, maybe I'll sort it out and get there. And then inevitably that's exactly what happens. I just maxed out relationship with like 4 other people this week. I was like, man, now I've only got like 3 to do. I could do that. It's going to be some grinding, but I can do it.
Yeah, I just finished Alapex's story in TMNT.
Oh, nice.
So that unlocked her last artifact to use.
That's the is it a roguelike?
Yeah, it's a roguelike.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of roguelikes in general.
I'm not either.
I kind of bounced off of Hades a bit.
Yeah.
I think it was fine, but like yeah, just the roguelike style didn't get me. But at least the TMNT IP is enough to like kind of keep me interested and enjoy it. A bit more.
that's exactly. I'm the opposite way. Like I love TMNT. It is, you know, it's New Hampshire's little corner of nerd history. But you know, it's to me, the TMNT games are Shredder's Revenge, Turtles in Time, even Turtles 1 for NES. Like. So applying that IP to a different style just sat kind of weird with me. Yes, it's sweet. No, it's too bright. That's fine.
I have been working on the TMNT Magic set also.
No. I told you my students tried to drag me back in on that.
Yeah.
They were like, TMNT Magic! I was like, gross. And they were like, wait, really? I'm like, you ain't get me back on that one. Again, it's a formatting issue. Like, to me, TMNT belongs like it It's Oggs is perfect for, or well, close to perfect for that sort of thing. And MTG is not.
Fair enough.
It's so bizarre to me that IP sets are legal in tournament play.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, no. There's so many like steampunk bits on this mini, and I kind of love it because it's a totally different aesthetic than what I'm used to. But what's your goal for TMNT Magic?
I picked up the commander deck because I already had like one Tomb Raider from their like secret lair drop.
Yep.
That I had like pieced together a net deck essentially that was like a moderately decent one of cards that like the whole deck was, I mean, $50-ish I think by the time you paid the 30 for the secret lair and then all the extra cards.
I guess that's not too bad.
Yeah. It's not going to be like hyper competitive in any sort of tournament play, but that's not what I'm using it for. I'm using it for kitchen table, like kind of pick up with some friends every so often.
Sure.
And so same deal with the turtles. One, I grabbed the commander deck for it. I grabbed some of the like collector's things like the pizza box.
Yep.
And like the whatever bundle that came with like the die and stuff.
Yeah.
And I guess the term is like I have no misconceptions about the likelihood of me actually getting a master set, which is kind of what I'm really wanting. Like at least go one of everything, just to like have a collector thing, less so to play. But for the most part, with the exception of like the fractured foils and stuff, like the set's fairly cheap. What I didn't get through like the random packs and stuff that came in some of the booster things and other bits, like I can get and have gotten a significant chunk of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird that they have the that sort of 3 sets in one. So it's like the packs and stuff that you get are like one set that's like TMT, and then the commander deck is like a separate set.
Yeah.
Like they have a different little icon on it.
Right.
And then they have like the third one. It's like called the source material set.
Oh.
Which is, it's like, but that's only like 20 cards, and then it has like the classic art from some, like one of the cards was the artwork from the first NES game, and then one's like that first appearance of April and various things like that.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, yeah, and I've actually completed that set.
Oh, nice. See, that's the one I'd be after if I were after anything.
Yeah. But yeah, when you get into like the, I don't know what they call it, but it's like the super chase card type thing where, like each set has one that's like the gold print signature card or whatever. In this one, it has like all 4 turtles instead of just one card, so you have 4 of them to chase after. And it has like the gold like Kevin Eastman print, and it's like a Kevin Eastman sketch art essentially.
Yeah.
But those are like market price selling online for like $3,000 a pop.
Jesus Christ.
And so it's like I'm like, unless I get absurdly lucky and happen to get that in like a box of some kind, like I have no sort of reservations that I'm gonna get that one.
Right.
Maybe sometime like the fracture foil ones that are like $100 or $200 maybe.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna go super hardcore out of my way, but maybe like save some and put some away and pick some up every so often. And Also, after the Marvel set or something comes out, maybe the interest dies down and the price drops a little bit and becomes more reasonable.
Yeah.
Because I guess the commander deck set, whatever they want to call it, the commander deck, all of the characters have the partner trait, so you get to pick 2 commanders if you're using it.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's designed to use like Leo, who has an activated ability that's like a 1 of each 5 color, so you can use all 5 colors in your deck, and then you just pick one of the other turtles or Splinter to go with it
to round it out. Yeah.
But they have it's like the pixel showcase where it's all in the, like, they have card art where of all of those characters, and it's in the like arcade style.
Oh, cool.
Like 16-bit. And I pulled the Splinter one, but I obviously don't have any of the rest.
Yeah, I just often wonder what they're smoking up there.
Yeah.
Up there in Washington. Oh, it's not. Well. Ooh, that's cool. Yep, that'll work. Sometimes you just improvise a color and it works.
Probably should have done the white first, but I'll fix that later.
Story of my life.
Yeah, the spider eyes are at least easy because as opposed to doing like normal eyes,
yeah,
like having the big wide pointed thing makes it work. But Spider Woman has like a black outline around it.
Oh, right.
And so kind of filling in the white kind of, I obviously went over the line just a smidge.
Yeah.
But the miniature also has like very prominent like outlines for the black line work around her costume, so that made it really easy.
Yeah. Yeah, give it to AMG on that. Like, they do make that decision correctly and painter friendly. Good night, Blink. Thanks for stopping by, man. I think I might get away without ink in this one.
That's always nice.
Yeah. I always find that it makes things look a little bit smoother. This character is just, there's a lot of black and gray going on, and I feel like any additional like Null oil is just going to dull it out to the point of unusability.
I actually had that issue with Doctor Strange. I tried to put in some Carrisburg Crimson into the cape, and it just didn't flow in the way that I wanted it to.
Yep.
Into the crevices, and so like I didn't think it turned out well. So I ended up just getting like a darker red covering over. Well, not darker than the Carrisburg Crimson, but darker than the rest of it, and kind of just painting into the crevices a little bit more to cover up the wash that didn't look up good, and then just highlight it up and blend it into the rest of it to fix that.
Nice. I need to attempt something here, though. Put my elbow on an SD card. Like, what is stuck to my arm? SD card. I'm gonna get clever here.
What are you doing?
I'm putting lights on his costume.
Okay.
Fluor white.
That's too dark. That's probably not right. That one will do.
I love the decision process.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out the flesh tone of like which one to
sure.
use. I've got like heavy skin tone, and I thought that was too dark. The barbarian flesh was a little bit like too pinkish. And then I found like the tan flesh.
I mean, I'm 2 miniatures in and about to be 3 that I barely, if at all, have to do flash. Well, actually, I take that back. Depends on how. Actually, no, that's completely wrong, because my next miniature, per my daughter's request, is Emma Frost.
Nice.
Yep. She just found her in the cabinet, and she's like, "Who's this?" I'm like, "Ah, it would be Emma Frost." She's like, "You doing her next?" I'm like, "Oh, okay."
If you like white,
Yep.
white and flesh tones.
White and well, I also kind of want to do the like,
The diamond form.
the diamond form, yeah, or at least like showing up somewhere.
The AMG came with like 2 miniatures, like one for each.
Yeah.
So I had to do that. So I have both a flesh and a diamond form.
Nice.
Diamond form was really tricky. I wasn't like, that was kind of annoying.
Yeah, I'm not sure how heavy I want to go on that one, but let me just go see if that worked. 2 seconds. Oh, ow! Crashing my own table. Okay. Yeah, that worked pretty okay, I think. No, you know what? That always screws me over. I'm not doing that. Alex had this idea a long time ago to use.
What?
Yeah, Citadel had this glaze paint that was weird. It's called Bloodletter, and he was like, "Oh, that'll make the fire pop," and I was like, "I don't think it will." And every time I always do it, and then I always hate myself for it. So I'm just gonna not today. It's like, why do I listen to a baboon? Let's tidy this up a little bit of. Just no, it's not. Well, I'm a mech standard gray. Great place for it, considering it's the one Citadel paint I still use.
Pale Flesh, I think, was the correct call on that.
Nice.
I'm glad I went with it versus the Tan Flesh.
Just go with Fate's Rewarded on that one. What the heck is it? Well, this is a nuisance.
What's up?
I can't find my mechanical standard gray anywhere.
That is no good.
It is genuinely the only Citadel paint that I still use with serious regularity. I've even disconnected the drawer at this point. Have it on black. Oh, Retributor armor. I didn't know I bought that. That was like expensive. The Joker on the store had real gold in it. Right now. Oh, there it is. Right in the corner. Alright. Really all I needed was the color of it too. I know TT Combat is all matched up. My music has stopped again. Oh god. It's not matched though. Still works, but maybe it is. Maybe it will. Why is it? I thought we dealt with that. Good, okay. Jesus Christmas. Well, I'm the struggle bus over here. Everything's fine. We're all fine here now. Everything is fine. If anybody asks, my name was Lars Gerhard and I was never here. There's a deep cut reference. Anybody knows it? Kudos.
I don't.
Floating ready run. Alright, now what I'm going to try and do here. Had I been thinking, I would have painted this base gray before I did the fire stuff. Not quite. You know what? I'm not going to do it that way. I was going to try to let some of those sparks shine through, but I think I'm just going to do it with a technical paint that might work instead. Hey, Green Stuff World, when are we getting sparks? I want a technical paint to do sparks. Back to me.
Ack!
Ack? Ack is not good.
I just dropped my paintbrush.
Oh, okay.
Made a little bit of mess, but kind of rolled through my palette.
Oh, that's... Wacko back.
So yeah, like Jessica Jones obviously has like her black hair.
Jessica Drew.
Jessica Drew, yeah, not Jessica Jones. Other Jessica. There are too many Jessicas. I don't know.
They're also, yeah.
And so I'm trying this trick that of like taking a matte black, but then adding in like a drop or so of a blue into it.
Mm-hmm.
To do it for, so you can still add in like a little bit of a wash to get some depth to it.
Yep. I forget which character I did that on, but there was definitely one I was just like, I'm going to paint his hair blue. Oh, it was Shang-Chi. I straight up painted his hair blue and then did black over the top of it. Once that's dry, some soot. Black soot. I need a dry palette for that. I have one that I can get to? Not really. Okay. I was hoping to avoid this, but back in the chip. Oh. Come here. Love it when my daughter messes with my desk stuff.
Yeah.
Great. Random dog sticker in my dry palette.
Nice.
Of course. Probably, get the dust out of this thing. I never use it, so. Nope. You'll go there and you'll like it. put like a soot underneath his fire. Hopefully that'll do the trick. Once that's all dry, then we can ink that. In the meantime, half an hour left. Do I want to start Emma Frost, or do I just want to do this bolt thrower that I've got kicking around over here?
Yes.
Shut up.
Do them both.
No. I don't want them.
Now the reference image that I'm looking at for Jessica here has like the webbing, and it looks like they just did like this gray and just left it.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Yeah.
See,
go
ahead.
I put a matte white underneath it. And I'm gonna black matte black matte over the line work to make it actual webs.
Nice. So I've wanted to play with this for a while. It requires an airbrush that I don't have yet, but one of the Green Stuff World technicals I have is called Spider Serum, and it's literally liquid webs.
That's cool.
It's sick. And it requires a special cleaner to put through the airbrush. So, I don't know. Maybe one day. Yeah, I think I'm just going to slam this bolt thrower together because I already have most of the paints that I need on the palette. Or at least I know where they are. Burnt toast. Your toast has been burnt, and no amount of scraping can remove the black part. Everything's clogged today. What the hell?
Oh yeah, that just looks so much better.
There we go. This is the first time I've painted. No, that's not true.
You've painted many times before this.
No, I was going to say this is the first time I've painted wood that's not painted wood. But I don't think that's true. In fact, I'm quite sure it's false. Painting war engines is so treacherous because you always miss something and you're like, God, come on.
Does that show up well on the camera?
Yes. Those look good, man.
Yeah.
It's tough to do webbing.
Like I said, it looks better than just painted gray.
For sure. So this is a Hobgoblin Bolt Thrower for my Chaos Dwarfs. As a matter of record. I'm really just kind of eating up the last half hour here just because, much as I would like to start Emma Frost, I just don't know how far I'm going to get. I haven't really thought about it, where this one has been sitting, staring at me in the face for years at this point. No, I guess it can't be years. This is 3D printed, so... Some of the War Machines that I have been staring at me since... I don't even want to talk about it. I've got one that's like partially assembled.
Mm-hmm.
Alex magnetized the whole thing.
Yeah.
Which was great, and it's cool, but the problem is it's a 40k mini that I'm like demaking for fantasy.
Yep.
And it involves a lot of green stuffing of fire, which is not difficult. It's probably the easiest green stuffing I've ever done, but it's still tedious and annoying. I always kick myself, like, why did I choose dwarfs? It's all war machines. I guess I didn't know that when I was in 7th grade.
And then sunken cost fallacy you had already started.
Yeah. Right, yes. And the same with the Dark Elves, like, their centerpiece stuff is all giant war machines. I think I have a Cauldron of Blood under the table somewhere, just in my pile of shame. From like 7th edition or something like that. I was in high school. We were in high school. I always forget you and I are the same age.
88 model.
Yep. It's funny because, like, we hang out with, you know, Greg, who is older than us.
I would have never, like...
He's significantly older than us.
Yeah, I know, and he looks so young.
Yeah.
I was flabbergasted the first time I met him, and he's like, I've got almost a full-grown kid.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
And, like, Adam is a couple years older than us.
Yeah, he's not that much older.
Alex is considerably younger than us. Sammy is a baby.
Yeah.
It's, you know, I was mentioning to one of my students a little while back that, or one of my former students, who is now one of my most treasured and dearest friends, that it's funny that once you become an adult, age doesn't really matter anymore.
Yeah.
On you know, at least a social level, whether interpersonal relationships, okay, or like romantic relationships, certainly that matters, but to some extent. But
yep.
Like, if your friend group evolves to the point where it's just like, okay, yeah, everybody who's well, I just know when it matters.
Yeah. Let's say that is one of the, like, I've been trying to get back to dating, and that is one of the struggles, like finding just someone relatively age appropriate.
Yeah.
It's like one of the apps like that I was using tried to set me up with someone who was like 22, and I was like, no, that's a bit much.
Yeah, no. Sorry, RPD, we're back on. Okay, I got a good one for that one, RPD. So, my buddy John, I mentioned him a couple times. Again, I love him like a brother, but he's an idiot. He is, he's been with his... I don't know what they are. Girlfriend is the wrong term at some point, because they've been together for so long. But, you know what I mean. They're not married. And so his brother and I, both of us, Tim is married to his wife Cass, and I've been married to Katie for quite a considerable amount of time now. And we were trashing on John the other day because he's a dink, dual income, no kids.
Yep.
And Tim added 2 more letters, so he is now MC Dink.
McDink.
McDink. He's a McDink. Now, a dink is, of course, dual income, no kids. So we've added the MC, which is man-child. John's comic bill was over $100 this week.
Yep.
And I'm like, dude, you are a piece of work, sir. And you have the audacity to call me out on things. I tried to give John a heart attack today by sending him a picture of my pile of comics that I've got on a shelf somewhere behind me that's all unbagged and boarded.
Mm-hmm.
John just goes, Jesus. I'm like, yeah, man, I'm a savage. What can I say? I don't care. At the end of the day, these modern comics are so overproduced and so available that they're not going to be worth a dime.
Yeah.
Anything that I have that is worth a dime, immediate bag and board. I'm not that much of a savage. But, chances are I'm never reading these comics again. These modern things. That's why, I used to, when I was working at the comic book store, I was such a detractor of digital comics. Now I'm just like, most of what I read is digital.
Yep.
Because I don't have the storage space for piles and piles of long boxes.
That is exactly what I had.
They just end up in my attic, and I don't want that either.
After 2 moves with 14 long boxes, I was like, nah, never again.
Yeah. I wheedled. I was all short boxes because long boxes just take up so much space. And I was just like, no, I'm getting rid of this stuff. This is ridiculous. And T-Dubs and I hauled it all down to the seacoast and got rid of it. I was like, oh man, I feel liberated. Oh, I should probably ink the base here before I run out of time to do so. The one bit of inking I'm going to do today. Agrex are shade. If I had an attic, I'd just try turning it into a room because it will get stuffed, so I might as well make a meal of it.
So I did just get the decks for Hercules and Wonder Man for Marvel Champions.
Oh, sick.
I didn't realize Wonder Man was like, I knew they were both coming out around the same time, but I didn't realize that the store had gotten both of them in.
Oh.
So like I saw Hercules, like someone was asking me like when some of the new cards or whatever would come out. I'm like, I think Hercules is supposed to be out, and they're like, yeah, we got it over there. And I'm like, okay. So I went and grabbed it, and then I pulled it out and I was like, let me try it out and I'll play with it today instead.
Yep.
And I noticed after we finished playing, I was like showing the rack off to one of the a new person who was trying the game out.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh, there's Wonder Man here. I wish I would have known that when I made my first purchase. So I like went back and got it also. So I had like 2 identical charges from the GameStop, or not GameStop, but the Game Shop.
Yep.
On the same day because I bought the decks separately. I'm like, I hope this doesn't get flagged or anything by like my credit card.
Yeah. For something that's $15, right? That's.
It was 20 and some change, and I added like a drink or whatever to get it over like the $25, so I could get like a punch on the card.
Oh, sure.
And so then I just got another I bought the same extra little bit to.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that they're normally like $20 now, $21.99 or something like that.
Gross.
Yeah. But I do have a 10% discount at the shop, so
that's good.
That saves a little bit, but then not when you're trying to hit $25 minimums for
no,
like,
yeah.
a punch card thing. That's an easy enough way to just kind of add. It's easy enough to add a few bucks to hit those limits.
Yeah. So what are you doing for comic book conventions this year? Anything?
South Carolina Comic Con's coming up April 11th.
Nice.
So I'm going to that, and I'm excited because Kevin Eastman's going to be there.
Yep.
Yeah,
I think we talked about that last week.
Yeah, Ron Perlman's going to be there.
That's
I'm excited about that. Graham Nolan's going to be there, so I'm probably going to bring like my Nightfall trade in or something.
Yep.
Get that signed.
Good one.
And I mean, there's a decent number. Drew Moss, who's the artist for the current like Thundercat series, is going to be there, so I'm going to bring some of my Thundercat stuff to get signed. There were a few other like media people. James Arnold Taylor, Ashley Eckstein, and Matt Lanter are all 3 going to be there this year. A couple years back, Ashley Eckstein and James Arnold Taylor were both there, so I had them do like Ahsoka and Obi-Wan stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But now that Matt Lanter, who was Anakin, I'll be able to like get all 3 of them to do something.
That's cool.
Like I had James Arnold Taylor's done so many voice acting bits. I had him sign a couple of things. So one of the things was my pizza box because he was Leonardo in the TMNT.
Yep.
But then I had him sign my Shatterpoint like initiative cards.
Yep.
For each of the characters. And then I have a from the Galactic Star Cruiser, I grabbed like the Moleskin notebook or whatever that they had there. And what I've been doing is getting people to sign, and then I take the book to an artist at the con and get them to sketch the character.
Oh, that's cool. That's a neat idea.
Yeah. So I have a handful of those in there already, including like last year, Giancarlo Esposito was there.
Oh, that's a big one.
Yeah. Although I try to, I pull out the book and like explain, it's like, hey, can you like just sign up top here or whatever? And he like signed out the entire like practically the page. I was like,
ooh.
And so like I brought it to an artist, and they were able to like, they did a really good job. I'll send you a picture of it.
Sure.
Like working around the image of the signature to make the profile and like draw the character.
Nice. Other than the one you gave me for my birthday last year, I don't have a whole lot of original art, and anything, obviously Adam stuff, but
yeah.
Yeah, my collection is definitely lacking in that regard. I do have a pretty cool original Nightwing that a local indie guy did for me, and then I have a couple that I am quite proud of. Jimmy Palmiotti drew Daredevil in my Guardian Devil trade, and he drew Harley in one of my Harley Quinn trades, which is pretty neat. Just a quick, Sharpie sketch, but
Yeah. Tim Sale did that for me as well. For I have the Absolute Long Halloween, and he drew like a quick Batman in there for me.
That's sick.
Which was really awesome.
I love that.
I actually have a Nightwing from George Perez.
Oh, that's cool. And obviously you have the Jim Lee,
And I have the Jim Lee. The Jim Lee one was special. Like, that was a commission I talked to his agent and got all that worked out ahead of time and everything else. Versus a get at the con. I pick up a few things every so often, looking through the portfolios and stuff of what people are selling.
Yeah. And obviously, I have, art friends who will draw stuff for me all the time too, but
yeah,
that I don't really count those among, because they're, most of them are not published comic book people. Oops. I just threw my own brush. This is my attic. It's where I lock people up for my brand of educational retreats. RPD in his full-blown villain era over here.
I was gonna add Adam and Christopher definitely count though, because they signed my Aquaman alongside Stan Lee.
Really?
Yeah.
Why Aquaman?
I haven't the Aquaman figure that I just bring around to get signed by everyone in the not everyone, but everyone I can in the industry.
Yes, I remember now.
Yeah.
That just took me a minute. Alright, there's him then. Alright, I have finished 2 minis on this stream. I'm proud of myself.
Awesome.
Not that I started them. Phew! Excuse me. Good gosh. Alright, get out of here, painting it well.
I've never really gotten a good handle on the whole spot washing.
I try pretty regularly to do that, and I don't know, it just never feels quite right.
Yeah, the only way that I can really do effective washes is literally just lathering over the entire thing and just letting I try and control just how much goes, but
yeah,
it's always really difficult.
The one success that I've had with spot washing is using a smaller brush, genuinely using a detail brush, and just being incredibly patient. I did do it successfully, notably with Kingpin.
Yeah, whites are always so hard because of the
I washed it with a very, very, very light blue.
Okay.
And then I painted in. I think that was the first mini that I painted in the black lows.
Yeah, usually with whites I try not to wash them. I just start with a light gray and then move up to an ivory and then highlight with a matte.
Yeah. We need a good villain layer centerpiece to compete with Candace's tender loving care basement. Yeah, that's true. Of which my deceased body is somewhere in. Here lies artist formerly known as Zach. For reference, I'm staring at the crew for this. Actually, no, I'm gonna put them directly in my eye line. That seems like an intelligent thing to do. Oh yes, now I can see what I'm doing. All right. Let's get a little silver on here.
And if you want the show banned, here's a picture of Spider-Woman. If you don't get the 2012 reference joke.
Yeah, I got it.
I don't understand. That was literally an homage to an actual picture of Spider-Man.
Yep.
And it's like, what the hell, people? Like, come on.
Yeah. Did you see have you seen the trailer yet?
No.
Okay.
I've just been, yeah, like, I just haven't gone out of my way to.
Yeah, no, respect. Complete respect. Oh. Enough. Get out of here.
Much.
Medieval wheels are weird.
Hmm?
Medieval wheels are strange.
How so?
They're like, I don't know, so
Round?
round. No, like they're the fact that, yeah, actually it is round, because like they didn't have precision tools the way we do now by any means.
Mm-hmm.
And here we are able to make a reasonably round thing, and like wire it, put a metal rim on the edge of it, and then bars to hold it all together. Like, this is actually a pretty impressive feat for that time period.
Where's my tri brush? There it is.
Obviously, these wheels are 3D printed. That's very modern technology, but it doesn't diminish my my level of my impression. That's the right word. Listen, it's late. I have very little control over my vocabulary at this point.
There it is.
Especially knowing as I do that, I'm gonna have to get up early with the girls. My wife is working. That's a good looking wheel. If you say so myself. Let's see the inside equally well. You see the rumor that we might be getting a, like, from the ground up Ocarina of Time remake?
No, I did not.
Yeah. Nate the Hate said it.
I don't know who that is.
He's like the premier Nintendo leaker. He always calls like direct timings and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, if Nate says it, it's not necessarily gospel, but it's like his track record is like 90+% correct.
Okay.
And I'm like, well, okay, cool. Do we need an Ocarina of Time remake? In the same vein as do we need, like, the other big rumor this week is the Super Metroid remake from Mercury Steam, from the people who did Dread. And I'm like, that's something I've always been curious about, but I don't think we need it.
Do we really need any of it?
No, of course not. And like, why is, I don't know. It's odd.
So we talked about like April 1st. I'm excited about the Mario Galaxy movie.
Same.
I got my tickets to see it and stuff, and they announced that Star Fox is going to be in it.
Yeah, and like, what are they burying in that lead? Because if they're announcing Star Fox this early, they've got to have something else hidden. You know?
Yeah, I have no idea, other than everyone's all talking about like the Smash Brothers shared universe.
Come on, not everything needs to be an MCU.
Yeah.
I'm just like, can't we leave good enough alone? And I felt the same way. Like, I think I mentioned this last week. Like, there's a shot in the Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer that is
Rogue?
gorgeous. Oh, I sent you the Rogue one too. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's a gorgeous shot of Spider-Man flying through the air at a group of ninjas, and everybody's like, "Oh, but they've clearly cut something out. This is the same, composition, blah blah blah." Where they cut out Toby and Andrew? What are they hiding? And I'm like, can we? Like, this shot is beautiful. Can we not acknowledge the fact that this is a gorgeous shot in a Hollywood movie? And just leave good enough alone? And John goes, "Well, Zach, your logic is, you're right. It is a beautiful shot. I agree with you. But also the most likely character in that shot, since it's ninjas, is Daredevil. Why are you complaining?" And I'm like, because for once in my existence, and I acknowledge this is weird, my film dork is winning out over my comic dork. And he's like, yeah, okay, that's fair. Anyway, it is midnight. We should probably call it.
Yeah, I can't really. I'm doing a touch of dry brushing, but I can't really do much more until her washes finish drying.
Yeah, and I'm similarly like this. I'll finish this, probably tomorrow, actually. Do it off camera. It's been leering at me for a long time. I would love to put this in the case at the store. So, tonight's success stories, we've got Firefly, we've got Archangel, both coming out very well. We've got Doctor Strange. It was a good night. Red letter night, I would say, for us. High success rate. I really like the rocks. A little duster here. No, it doesn't show up. Anyway. All right. On that series of bombshells and whatever, it is time to end. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Thank you for those who watch on YouTube. We really appreciate it. Be sure to do the like and subscribe and all that stuff that we always tell you to do, because we're broken record. Every YouTuber is a broken record. And commissions are always open for this and for video for Game Boy mods. I can do that as well. Hit us up. Links in the description. Broody, always a joy hanging out with you. RPD, thank you for riveting conversation, especially at the beginning of the show. We will talk more about the bad board game tournament as the streams progress. I will be back on Monday this week, and that's it. We are going up to my in-laws for the Easter holiday, and I believe you usually do something for Easter too. So we are definitely taking next weekend off. So I will be back on Monday, and we will talk to you as soon as we can. Bye.
See ya.